Diddy. This is going to be a very neutral-heavy matchup. Diddy, of course, hits a lot harder than Sheik does, and that is his main advantage in the matchup. But that does not stop Sheik from being able to use those needles to deal with Diddy's approach and get some combos of her own.
Right, and Sheik's mobility that allows her to get a lot of damage in with those tilts and fairs. And grabs, again, they can just convert into a lot of down Bs at early percent, bouncing fish, and then at higher percents, it sets up for those 50-50 scenarios that Sheik has been pretty famous for since the game came out.
There we saw some of that mischievous wave bouncing that we talked about earlier, where Diddy changes the trajectory of his aerial approach, and so it can confuse the opponent and make him unable to punish or predict Diddy's landing options.
From what we've seen of the higher tiered characters, right, they all have a form. Okay.
Nice 50-50.
They all have a form of getting back into the stage.
Yes.
And limiting that scenario where, hey, you gotta kind of like have a very difficult time getting back into it, because you can use the wave bounce on Diddy to, you know, move into the stage and lose that disadvantage. She can use her bouncing fish, although albeit not as good as, you know, Diddy's.
And is that gonna be it? Ooh,
no,
not quite.
He's back. And then Zero Suit Samus, for example, can also use her down B to get back into the stage.
Oh, that was a great air dodge read. Despite the game being very, very, very competitive in the beginning of the first stock, we saw Eking get enough stray hits to get Mini into the 50-50 scenario, which he did take advantage of and was able to land on the first try. After that, the second stock was just all Eking. And that last little air dodge read was beautiful. Just enough percent so that the air dodge would cause Diddy to drift into the sweet spot for Sheik's up smash, which is definitely her strongest kill option by far.
For the second match, we're going to be going into Final Destination. Actually a very good stage for Sheik, so those needles can kind of like help her out a lot. It's also a good stage for Diddy, since it was Mini's counterpick. Using that banana to kind of limit the amount of space that Eking would have in this situation. However, the pressure has been going completely into Eking's favor, not allowing Mini to set up those bananas and get his own game going.
Yeah, Mini's neutral, Eking's neutral game has been really impressive with Sheik. I don't think we've seen him pull out the Mario all stream long. All of his stream matches have been Sheik so far. And we've just seen him control space with her really quick and low lag aerials as well as with needles. Ooh, second hit of that F smash whiffing there, but I don't think it would have killed anyway.
That was all because he was able to catch the banana.
Yeah.
Again, limiting that banana use is very important against Diddy Kong. And Eking has been on top of that. He caught the banana, I should say, and was able to get even more damage from that. And almost got the kill, actually, with a bouncing fish.
Diddy's banana is his most important tool in neutral by far. It is definitely what makes him a top 5 character. So when Eking counters that, in a situation in which Sheik manages to eliminate Diddy's banana, then she has a clear advantage in the neutral, whereas it's usually kind of even otherwise. And Eking has, as you just said, abused that beautifully in these few matches.
It's not gonna kill because it didn't get the so moves. Let's go into that. Some moves have sour spots or like the critical area.
Yeah.
Right, where the sweet spot.
Like we saw with Sheik's up smash in the previous match.
That hit harder, have more knockback as well. So if you miss that, you get the sour spot, as it's called. It's gonna be usually not the kill, right? As we saw there, even though Sheik was a very high percent.
That is indeed a very high percentage confirmed for Sheik, the jab jab to dash tag. As you just said, those sour and sweet spots can be really important because sometimes the sour spots will be preferable in combo situations, right? And that was a great game. Eking went
that was
down
amazing.
as hard as he could.
No, yeah, he saw that situation. He's like, if I get your jump out, it's going to be very